My beloved, my precious child, stop everything you are doing right now. What I am about to reveal to you has been intercepted, blocked, and redirected away from your awareness for longer than you can imagine. There are forces, both seen and unseen, that have worked tirelessly to ensure these words never reached your eyes, never touched your spirit, never awakened what has been dormant within you. But something shifted in the heavenly realms just moments ago. A decree was issued, a seal was broken, and the pathway that had been barricaded for so long suddenly opened, and here you are. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is divine intervention at its most profound level. Listen to me carefully, my child. The message I carry for you today has been under spiritual attack since before you even woke up this morning. There have been distractions designed specifically to pull you away from this moment. Phone calls that seemed urgent but weren't. Thoughts that suddenly consumed your mind. Tiredness that came out of nowhere. Technical difficulties. Interruptions from people around you. Every single one of these was a calculated attempt to prevent you from receiving what I am about to tell you. But you persisted. You pushed through. You arrived here, and that alone tells me everything I need to know about your spirit. You are stronger than the opposition that has been assigned to your life. Now, before I go any further, I need you to do something. I need you to close out every other tab, every other window, every other distraction. Turn off notifications. Silence your phone. Let the people around you know that you cannot be disturbed for the next few minutes. Because what I am about to reveal will change the entire trajectory of your existence, but only if you are fully present to receive it. The enemy knows this. That is why the attacks have been so aggressive. That is why there has been so much interference. The darkness does not waste energy on people who pose no threat. The very fact that they have worked this hard to keep this message from you is proof of how powerful your destiny truly is. Take a deep breath right now. Breathe in slowly. Hold it. Release. You are safe. You are protected. I, Archangel Michael, stand guard over this moment. No weapon of darkness, no scheme of the adversary, no force of opposition can penetrate the shield I have placed around you right now. You are in a sacred space, a holy moment, a divine encounter that hell itself has trembled at the thought of you experiencing. And yet here you are, victorious, present, ready. Now let me tell you what they did not want you to know. There is a spiritual assignment on your life that was written before the foundations of the earth were laid. You were chosen, selected, and set apart for a specific mission that requires an anointing so rare, so powerful, so transformative that only a handful of souls in each generation carry it. You are one of those souls, but the enemy has known this about you since you were born. That is why your life has been marked by unusual resistance. That is why you have faced battles that others around you have never had to face. That is why you have experienced setbacks that made no logical sense. That is why doors that should have opened remained closed. That is why relationships that should have thrived fell apart. That is why opportunities that seemed certain suddenly vanished. It was never because you were cursed. It was never because you were unlucky. It was never because you did something wrong. It was because the forces of darkness identified you as a threat to their kingdom, and they assigned specific demons, specific spirits, specific agents to obstruct, delay, and if possible, destroy your divine assignment before you could ever step into it. But hear me now, my beloved. They failed. They threw everything they had at you, and you are still standing. You are still here. You are still believing. You are still moving forward. And because you refuse to quit, because you refuse to give up, because you refuse to surrender to despair, heaven has now released me to deliver this message directly to you. The blockage is broken, the barrier has been removed, the obstruction has been cleared, and what was hidden from you is now being revealed. But you must stay with me. You must not look away. You must not let your mind wander, because there are still forces trying even now, in this very moment, to distract you, to make you doubt, to pull you away from what you are about to receive. Resist them. Push back against every thought that tells you this is too good to be true. Push back against every feeling that says you are not worthy of what I am about to reveal. Push back against every voice, internal or external, that tries to minimize this moment. Now, my child, let me tell you exactly what has been released over your life in the last 72 hours. A supernatural acceleration has been activated in the spirit realm. Time itself has been altered in your favor. What would have taken you years to accomplish will now happen in months. What would have taken months will now happen in weeks. What would have taken weeks will now happen in days. This is not exaggeration. This is not symbolic language. This is literal, supernatural acceleration. The angels have been given new orders concerning you. Doors that were locked are now being forced open. People who were hostile to you are now being moved out of your path. Opportunities that passed you by are now circling back to find you. Resources that were withheld are now being released. But let me be very clear about something. This acceleration comes with a requirement. You must be ready to move when heaven says move. You cannot hesitate. You cannot second guess. You cannot wait for everything to make perfect sense before you act, because supernatural acceleration does not operate according to natural logic. It will not always make sense to your mind. It will not always feel safe to your emotions. It will not always look reasonable to the people around you. But if you wait for everything to line up perfectly according to human wisdom, you will miss the window. And these windows, my beloved, do not stay open indefinitely. Right now, there is a 60-day window that has just opened over your life. 60 days. That is all. Within this 60-day period, you will be presented with 3 major opportunities. One will come in the form of a person, someone you have never met before, or someone you knew in the past who suddenly reappears. This person carries a key. They do not know they carry it. They may not even realize the significance of the connection. But heaven has orchestrated this encounter, and when it happens, you must recognize it. You will know it by the witness in your spirit. There will be a quickening, a sudden knowing, a sense that this conversation, this meeting, this interaction matters more than it appears to on the surface. The second opportunity will come in the form of an invitation. It might be an invitation to a place, to an event, to a role, to a project. It will seem small. It will seem insignificant. You might even be tempted to decline because it does not look like it matches the magnitude of what you have been believing for. But do not judge by appearances. Do not evaluate by size. Heaven often hides massive breakthroughs inside humble packages. The invitation that looks small is actually the doorway to everything you have been praying for. If you dismiss it, you will miss it. The third opportunity will come in the form of a decision you must make about your own life. Something you have been putting off. Something you have been afraid to do. Something you have been waiting for the perfect time to address. The perfect time is now. Within these 60 days, you will feel a strong prompting to make a change, to take a step, to release something, to pursue something. And you will have every logical reason to wait, to delay, to think about it more. But the acceleration window does not honor delay. It honors obedience. It honors courage. It honors immediate action when the Spirit speaks. Now, I know what you are thinking. You are wondering how you will know which person is the divinely orchestrated connection. How you will recognize the invitation that matters. How you will discern the decision you are supposed to make. Let me tell you, you will know by the warfare that surrounds it. Wherever your breakthrough is, that is where the resistance will be the strongest. That is where the enemy will attack the hardest. That is where you will face the most doubt, the most fear, the most opposition. So do not run from resistance. Run toward it, because on the other side of that resistance is your destiny. But I need to warn you about something, my precious child. When this acceleration begins to manifest in your life, not everyone around you will celebrate. Some people have grown comfortable with the version of you that was blocked, delayed, and limited. They have grown used to being ahead of you, being above you, being more successful than you. Your sudden acceleration will threaten them. Your rapid progress will trigger insecurity in them. Your unexpected breakthrough will make them uncomfortable. And they will try, either consciously or unconsciously, to slow you down. They will give you advice designed to keep you small. They will question your decisions. They will remind you of your past failures. They will suggest that you are moving too fast, being too bold, taking too many risks. Do not listen to them. I repeat, do not listen to them. Because they are not hearing what you are hearing. They are not seeing what you are seeing. They have not been given the revelation that you have been given. They are operating on natural wisdom while you are being led by supernatural direction, and the two are not compatible. You cannot walk in acceleration while listening to people who are still walking in delay. You cannot step into your destiny while holding on to relationships that are rooted in your past identity. Separation is coming, my beloved, not because you are better than anyone else, but because your assignment requires it. Let me say this again because it is crucial. Elevation requires separation. You cannot take everyone with you to where heaven is taking you. Some people are assigned to your past. They played a role in your preparation, but they are not meant to be part of your manifestation. Trying to force them into your new season will only create friction, confusion, and unnecessary pain. Release them with love. Bless them from a distance, but keep moving. Your loyalty is not to people. Your loyalty is to your assignment, and your assignment is too important to be delayed by relationships that have served their purpose. Now, let me tell you something that is going to sound strange, but I need you to hear it. There is a specific angel that has been assigned to you in this season. This angel is not like the guardian angels that have been with you since birth. This is a warring angel, a battle angel. An angel whose sole assignment is to fight on your behalf in the spiritual realm while you walk out your destiny in the physical realm. This angel does not rest. This angel does not sleep. This angel has been positioned in front of you to clear the path, to remove obstacles, to bind demonic assignments, and to release favor in places where you have been blocked. But here is what you must understand. This angel operates based on your faith declarations. Every time you speak in agreement with heaven's plan for your life, this angel is activated. Every time you declare that you are blessed, chosen, anointed, and unstoppable, this angel moves on your behalf. But every time you speak doubt, fear, limitation, and defeat, this angel is rendered powerless. Not because the angel is weak, but because heaven operates on the principle of agreement. If you do not agree with what heaven has said about you, heaven cannot force it into your life. Free will is too sacred. So your words matter, your declarations matter, your confessions matter. From this moment forward, you must become ruthless about what you allow to come out of your mouth. No more complaining, no more speaking lack. No more agreeing with the enemy's narrative about your life. No more saying you cannot afford it, you cannot do it, you cannot have it. Because every time you speak that way, you are empowering the very blockages that I have been sent to remove. You must speak in alignment with your destiny, not your current circumstances. You must speak as the person you are becoming, not the person you have been. Right now, I want you to speak something out loud. Even if you are in a public place, even if people are around you, even if it feels awkward. I need you to speak this declaration because it will activate the angel I just told you about. Say this: I am accelerated. I am unstoppable. I am walking in divine favor. What was blocked is now open. What was delayed is now released. I receive everything heaven has prepared for me. Say it again, louder this time. I am accelerated. I am unstoppable. I am walking in divine favor. What was blocked is now open. What was delayed is now released. I receive everything heaven has prepared for me. Do you feel that? That shift you just felt in the atmosphere, that was not your imagination. That was the spiritual realm responding to your declaration. The warring angel I spoke of just moved. Chains were just broken. Barriers were just shattered. And the path ahead of you just became clearer than it has been in years. This is how you walk in acceleration. This is how you partner with heaven. This is how you ensure that what I am revealing to you does not just stay a nice idea, but becomes your lived reality. Now, let me address something that I know is on your heart. You are wondering when you will see physical evidence of everything I am saying. You are wondering when your bank account will reflect this acceleration, when your relationships will reflect this breakthrough, when your circumstances will reflect this shift. And I understand that question, but let me tell you something that is absolutely critical. The manifestation has already begun. It is happening right now. But it is happening first in the spiritual realm, and it takes time for what is happening in the spirit to fully materialize in the natural. Think of it like a seed that has just been planted. The moment the seed goes into the ground, the process of growth begins. But you do not see the plant on the surface immediately. First, things happen underground. Roots go down, the seed breaks open. The life inside the seed begins to activate. And all of this is happening where you cannot see it. But just because you cannot see it does not mean it is not happening. In fact, the most important part of the growth process is the part you cannot see. This is where you are right now. You are in the underground season. The seed of your breakthrough has been planted. The acceleration has been activated. The angels are working. The enemy is being pushed back. Favor is being released, but it has not all manifested on the surface yet. And this is where most people quit. They get the revelation. They feel the shift. They sense that something has changed. But because they do not see immediate physical evidence, they begin to doubt. They begin to go back to old patterns. They begin to speak defeat again. And in doing so, they abort the very thing that was about to break through into their physical reality. Do not be like most people. Do not quit in the underground season. Do not pull up the seed to check if it is growing. Trust the process. Believe the word that was spoken over you. Walk by faith, not by sight. And while you are waiting for the manifestation, do not be passive. There is something you must do during this in-between time. You must prepare. You must prepare your mind for the level of responsibility that is coming. You must prepare your character for the level of influence that is being released. You must prepare your relationships for the level of access you are about to have. Because let me tell you something that nobody else will tell you. Not everyone is ready for the breakthrough they are praying for. Not everyone has the internal capacity to handle the external elevation they are asking for. Money without wisdom will destroy you. Influence without character will corrupt you. Success without humility will isolate you. And heaven is too loving to give you something that will harm you. So if there has been a delay in your life, it was not punishment, it was preparation. It was not rejection, it was protection. Heaven was building in you what you need to sustain what you are about to receive. And now, after all the preparation, after all the testing, after all the breaking, after all the rebuilding, you are finally ready. Not perfect, but ready. Not without flaws, but ready. Not completely healed from everything, but ready. Because heaven does not wait for perfection. Heaven waits for readiness. And you are ready. That is why this message has reached you today. That is why the blockages have been removed. That is why the acceleration has been activated. You are ready, and the time is now. But let me give you one more piece of critical information. Within the next 21 days, you are going to be tested. It will not look like a test. It will look like a setback. It will look like something went wrong. It will look like the opposite of everything I just told you is happening. Someone will disappoint you. Something will fall through. A situation will arise that makes you question whether any of this was real. And in that moment, you must remember what I am telling you right now. That test is not a sign that the acceleration stopped. That test is proof that the acceleration is real. Because the enemy always launches a counterfeit crisis right before your real breakthrough manifests. It is his last, desperate attempt to get you to give up right before you cross the finish line. He will make something small look catastrophic. He will take a minor delay and make it feel like total failure. He will use people close to you to speak words that sound like wisdom, but are actually designed to make you quit. When that test comes, and it will come. Do not react with your emotions. Do not make decisions based on how things look in that moment. Do not call everyone you know to process what just happened. Instead, get alone, get quiet, and remind yourself of this word. Remind yourself that I told you this was coming. Remind yourself that the test is not a stop sign. It is a confirmation that you are on the right path. And then make a decision that you will not quit. You will not turn back. You will not give up. No matter what it looks like, no matter how it feels, no matter what anyone says, you are going to keep believing, keep moving, and keep pressing forward. Because here is what I know that you do not know yet. On the other side of that 21-day test is the physical manifestation of everything you have been believing for. The person who carries the key to your next level will show up within days after you pass the test. The invitation that opens the door to your destiny will arrive within days after you stand firm. The financial breakthrough, the relational restoration, the opportunity you have been waiting for, all of it is on the other side of that test. But you have to pass it. You have to stand. You have to refuse to quit. Now, I need you to do something that is going to feel uncomfortable, but it is absolutely necessary. I need you to go to the comments section right now and type these exact words. I will not quit. I will not give up. I will pass the test. This is not just a comment. This is a declaration. This is you speaking into the spiritual realm and letting every demon assigned to your failure know that they have lost. This is you activating the angelic assistance I spoke of earlier. This is you sealing in your spirit what I have just spoken over your life. Do not skip this step. Do not think you can just mentally agree. You must physically type those words. I will not quit. I will not give up. I will pass the test. And while you are there, let me explain something about the spiritual principle of public declaration. There is a reason why I keep asking you to comment, to subscribe, to engage. It is not about algorithms, though that is a side benefit. It is about the spiritual law of confession. Heaven operates on what you confess publicly, not just what you believe privately. When you publicly declare your faith, when you openly align yourself with a word from heaven, you create a legal precedent in the spirit realm that demons cannot cross. Your public confession becomes a spiritual contract, and angels are assigned to enforce it. But when you keep everything private, when you believe in secret but never declare out loud, you leave room for the enemy to contest your faith. He can say they do not really believe it. They have not even said it out loud. They are not serious about this. But the moment you publicly declare, the moment you openly align, the moment you let heaven and earth and hell know where you stand, everything changes. The battle shifts. The demons are silenced. The angels are activated. And what was just a hope becomes a guaranteed outcome. So do not be ashamed to comment. Do not be embarrassed to declare. Do not worry about what other people will think when they see your words. Your breakthrough is not going to come from impressing people. Your breakthrough is going to come from obeying heaven. And heaven is telling you right now, declare it publicly. Let it be known. Take your stand, make your confession, and watch what happens when you do. Now, there is one more thing I must tell you before we close this message, and this is the most important part of everything I have said. All of this, the acceleration, the breakthrough, the opportunities, the favor, the open doors, all of it is not just about you. It is not just about your comfort. It is not just about your success. It is not even just about your family. Everything that is being released over your life right now has a purpose that is bigger than your personal blessing. You are being elevated because there are people connected to your destiny who cannot reach theirs until you reach yours. There are people you have never met who are waiting for you to step into your assignment because their breakthrough is tied to yours. There are people in your family line, people in your future, people in your sphere of influence who will never become who they are meant to be if you do not become who you are meant to be. Your acceleration is not just for you. It is for them. Your breakthrough is not just about your lack being turned into abundance. It is about you becoming a conduit of heaven's provision for others. This is why the enemy has fought you so hard. Because he knows that if you ever wake up to who you really are, if you ever step into the fullness of your calling, if you ever walk in the authority that has been given to you, an entire generation will be impacted. Families will be transformed. Communities will be changed. The kingdom of darkness will lose ground that it has held for decades. You are not just a person trying to make it through life. You are a weapon in the hands of the Most High. You are a carrier of breakthrough. You are an answer to someone else's prayer. And now that the blockages have been removed, now that the acceleration has been activated, now that the message has finally reached you, everything is about to change. Not just for you, but for everyone connected to you. The people who have been praying for you are about to see their prayers answered. The people who have been believing with you are about to witness the manifestation they have been waiting for. The people who doubted you are about to be silenced by the evidence of heaven's favor on your life. But you must guard this word. You must protect this moment. You must not let the cares of life, the distractions of the day, the opinions of people, or the attacks of the enemy steal what has just been deposited into your spirit. You have been given a revelation today that most people will never receive. You have been entrusted with a message that hell tried desperately to keep from you. Do not treat it casually. Do not let it slip away. Do not go back to business as usual. From this moment forward, you are a marked person, marked by heaven for acceleration, marked by destiny for greatness, marked by the Spirit for supernatural favor. And every day from now on, you must live like someone who knows they are marked. You must walk with the confidence of someone who has been chosen. You must speak with the authority of someone who has been commissioned. You must move with the boldness of someone who knows that heaven is backing them. The enemy wanted to keep this message from you because he knew that once you heard it, once you believed it, once you acted on it, there would be no stopping you. And he was right. There is no stopping you now. The barriers are gone, the blockages are removed, the path is clear, and the only thing left is for you to walk it. So walk it, my beloved. Walk it with your head held high. Walk it with faith in your heart. Walk it knowing that you are not alone. I, Archangel Michael, am with you. The angels of heaven are with you. And most importantly, the presence of the Almighty is with you. You are about to see things that you have only dreamed of. You are about to experience doors opening that you thought were permanently closed. You are about to witness favor that makes no natural sense. You are about to step into rooms you were once locked out of. You are about to meet people who will become key players in your destiny. You are about to receive resources that will enable you to do what you were born to do, and it is all starting now, not someday, not eventually, now. So I leave you with this final word: stay ready. Stay alert. Stay sensitive to the leading of the Spirit, because the opportunities I spoke of earlier could show up at any moment. The person carrying the key could cross your path today. The invitation that matters could arrive in your inbox tonight. The decision you need to make could become clear to you within the hour. Do not be caught off guard. Do not be unprepared. Do not miss your moment because you were distracted, discouraged, or in doubt. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. Everything you have been through has led you to this point. Every battle you have fought has prepared you for this breakthrough. Every tear you have cried has watered the seed of this harvest. And now the harvest is here. The acceleration is active. The message has reached you, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what heaven has set in motion over your life. Receive it, believe it, walk in it, and watch what happens when you do. I am Archangel Michael, and I have delivered the message that was meant for you. The rest is up to you. Will you believe it? Will you act on it? Will you let this be the turning point that changes everything? The choice is yours, but know this: heaven is watching, the angels are ready, and your destiny is waiting. Do not keep it waiting any longer. Step into it now. This is your moment. This is your time. And they could not stop this message from reaching you because you were always meant to hear it. Now go. Walk in the acceleration that has been released over your life and become everything you were created to be.